I can't believe it. I didn't have the video play button on. I just made this video. All these people calling me, and I've been putting them off, and I'm trying to make this video, and then I didn't even have the camera on. Anyway, I've got it on now. So, what I was explaining was that I waffle a lot. So if you can put up with that, then that's, hopefully that'll be good for you. Well, I'm not facing the camera right way. Just wanted to say, it's just beautiful outside, and I just want to say I'm grateful for being here. I'm grateful that you're listening to this, and I'm grateful that I can say these things. And I can't believe I didn't have the video turned on. I did like a 10-minute, I thought it was well, anyway, I'll say it again. I just wanted to explain, look, I went in the previous video, I went into the court today, and I didn't know what I was going to do, because I thought, okay, well, I've had a lot of things go on, and it's like, I think what I started the other video with was just saying, look, you work, you go to work, and you put yourself, out of your comfort zone, and you do the things that you need to do over time, and you quite reasonably expect to enjoy the fruits of those labours, so to speak. And then sometimes strange things happen, and you wonder, oh, how did that happen? It's like, it doesn't seem right. And you scratch your head and you think, hang on, I worked hard for that, or I should get a better deal than that, And that's practically what's happening to a lot of people, if not everyone, at some point. And that being the case, in my own experience, like I was basically trying to get those lights out. I was trying to do the right thing. I've consistently tried to do the right thing, and the outcome, maybe some people, maybe I have a bit of a klutz trying to do the right thing. I don't know, but on the occasions where I've done the right thing, it's put me, I've put me over the line, so to speak. I've technically, on what they call low order technical breaches, on a family violence restraining order, which is only an interim order. They won't allow me to object to it, because they, unfortunately, between the time when it was made, the application was made and it became an interim order, and my objection, I lodged my objection quickly, but before I could get, because it's appalling the amount of time you have to wait to be able to give your, to be able to, correct the record, so to speak. And so by the time I got there, to the hearing, I had already offended. Not offended. Well, I guess I is offended. I'd been charged. I'd been arrested. Actually, I think a couple of times by the time I got to. I can't even remember now. A lot of it goes by in a blur. But I've been arrested, too many times. I've been to prison too many times, and I've been charged too many times. And they say when I get to the it's a bit back to front, because they should say if the interim order, if they discover that it's not necessary or not based on substantial truth, they should say, then all the charges that have been racked up against you, because they're not offensive, not criminal, but they're classified as criminal under the statute, under the Act, those things are all dropped, done away with, but they won't do that. So I've ended up in a position where I essentially have to wait for those things to be heard, and then after they're heard, then I will be able to represent Timothy John Clark in that matter and describe the facts as best I know them, best I understand them, and then they can decide how to behave from that point. And hi, Michelle. So that being the case, I've ended up in the position I have, and I've had the experiences I've had, and so anyway, what I was trying to refer to was the amount of work that was necessary, but really, very fulfilling as well to get to the point that I'm at now. And so the result of that work is that I've and also an ongoing work that's just been sort of slowly sort of ticking over in the background, I guess you might say, throughout my life. I can see quite clearly that and I understand quite clearly that with knowledge comes responsibility. And so essentially today in particular, I took responsibility for the knowledge that I've been given, and a lot of people have been very helpful making that information available, that knowledge available, and tremendous encouragement to me, and really solid, like giving me a really solid foundation of truth to operate from. So that being the case, I had the experiences I had today. I did go in there. I think I explained things on the video that I uploaded before this one. But I just want to say, those people that work in those positions that I've, throughout, from the time the police officers have come around and arrested me, to the what do they call them? It's like the people who manage the watch house, to the contracted people who move you around, the escort vehicles, and the court custodians and the prison wardens, everyone, the magistrates, the prosecutors, everybody's just been really wonderful, and they've actually been really helpful. They've done their jobs really well, and I'm really impressed. The only difficulty I've had is that none of them can really avoid doing their job within the system that they work, and that's fair enough. We need the system to operate effectively, but we also need to take responsibility for the way the system's working as well, and that means